Good evening, everybody. We are back live for another MESEEKS Invitational. This time we've got the North America and Latin America Invitational. That's right, guys. I know the graphics are wrong, but that's quite all right. We're going to go ahead and roll with it. This is a HyperX Trovo, JuJu Energy, and SXC sponsored event. So, guys, get prepared. We've got a $500 cash pool prize. We've got 10 sweaty teams in the mix. As a matter of fact, we got 2 of them ready to rock and roll. We're actually waiting for my co-caster. That's right, Day. He's joining in the lobby here shortly. As a matter of fact, I just seen him come online. Day, I know we were just playing Vanguard together, but how are you doing tonight, my guy?
I'm doing pretty all right. Just, going with the flow. Obviously, I got to watch the European Invitational earlier, and now I get to be part of the North American one. And I gotta say, I'm super, super excited about it because we've got some awesome matches lined up for you guys, and I think we're actually just about ready to go on our first one as soon as I can get an invite to the lobby. Boom, there we go. We have all of our players in already, so it shouldn't be too long, and it does look like we're going to have... What name are these guys going under this time? Are they going under Storm, or...
Well, they registered as Storm F4, so I guess...
Registered as Storm F4, so...
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Storm versus Explicit, yeah?
That is right. Storm versus Explicit in the first round. Just a few other teams that we've got in the mix. Lux, Devious, Lux actually forfeited in the first round. Tribe Gaming, Team 11, Status Quo, Mayhem. Oh, yes. Love the Mayhem boys. They got the big dubs last night. Zygnus Esports and Seminole among the very few other selected that were invited. Good God, I can't speak. Nonetheless, We've still got plenty of action here. We're going to have 3 games on my channel tonight. It's going to be Explicit and Storm to cap things up, or start things off. Tribe Gaming and Devious in the second game of the night. And then for our third and final matchup, it's going to be the Mayhem versus whoever wins this series. So, going to be an action-packed night as we do have the players in the lobby. I'm finally in the lobby. Day's finally in the lobby. Best of 3 is going to start us off on a hardpoint raid. Take us to a Search and Destroy on Summit. A little bit of snowy atmosphere. Love the change of scenery, and then following it off with a tough domination Hackney Yard. Map vetoes are going to be standoff for Explicit as well as crossfire for Storm. Operator bans are going to be your normal Annihilator and Sparrow, with the exception of last night, in which, to be honest with you, I don't know where the ball was dropped at for some of the guys, but we saw a Death Machine ban, and sure enough, one of the players from the team who banned it used it in the very first game. So, guys, if you're just not tuning in, you haven't missed any action. We're about to go ahead and jump into our first series, which, again, Explicit and Storm F4 Day. I know this is a matchup we've been waiting for. Obviously, you guys have been waiting for. We appreciate your patience. But nonetheless, oh, wow, everyone bounces out of the lobby. How did that...
Echo's phone crash or something.
Oh, new lobby. There we go. So, no harm, no foul verdict.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what I love to hear.
Yeah, no, you're not crazy. That actually happened, but...
I was like, I know we didn't wait all that time not to see a matchup there. That would have been funny, but hey. What would be even funnier is if we actually got this show on the road, right? New lobby code doesn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work for me either.
Echo blamed this one on Day. Imagine.
Yeah, right. You know what, Echo? You need to take notes. We blame Rollbot here, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
All of our problems are Rollbot.
Yep, we always 100% of the 60% of the time, every time we blame Ronan. All right,
all right, we got another lobby.
Fresh from Who this? Not Echo. His phone's dead. GG's.
3, 5, 2, 7.
Hey, go ahead and read that one out loud there, Day.
Hey, we stopped. We stopped at the end. They only got the first half out of me. It's like that whole, you had me in the first half kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, there we go. We're going to go ahead and get geared up for this first series, obviously. We've had a bit of an issue. Obviously, we are still not into our first series, but it'll come. You know what I blame? I blame Vanguard for crashing 3 times earlier before we got our last game in, and Verdict didn't get a chance to get his act together. So, this is the direct result of that. So, we are going to get geared up for this first series, and obviously, I know you guys are dying to hear Devious comms. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, you're going to continue to die because we are not going to make that same mistake twice. I don't care what those guys say. And with that being said, stay devious, all right? Chat, if you go ahead and take a look at the box, we have a little bit of a elixir giveaway. Just say thank you for the holidays for you guys tuning in. You guys support me so much throughout the beginning of the month, and now I think it's time I give you a chance to thank yourself. So we are going to go ahead and give away a few elixir. Also, be sure to hit that bracket, that explanation bracket, command bracket, and you'll be able to see the challenge on link, which I think is a neat feature. So, a little bit of an enticement. I did just get word that we won't be able to see Status Quo tonight, so that was going to be on Gil's channel. Rip Gil. He had 2 series for tonight, but now he's only got 1 left, so very unfortunate.
Is Gil going to be joining us at all?
You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe not. Guess we'll see.
We shall see. Oh, players in the room have not yet been not yet initialized necessary component downloads. Kizzy. No Kizzy, bro. I know we're not going through these issues, and Verdict joined the lobby late.
No Kizzy, no party.
No Kizzy, no party. No ping, no problem. Probably the most epic part of last night, other than Mayhem winning a MESEEKS Sunday Showdown. It's been a minute since I've seen Mayhem in the finals. See them to cap it off. That was a hell of a night, hell of a way to end the night.
I had a lot of fun last night. It was a good series. We had some hiccups along the way, but we had some really, really phenomenal matchups all night long. And hopefully we're going to have some here today. And right out of the gate, I have one that I think will probably lean a little bit in favor of Explicit, but Storm is a really solid team, and we do have, for those of you who follow Mobile Mayhem as well, this will be a pretty interesting one, because we have FaZe up against Shorty, who are the winner and the runner-up of Rookie of the Split. So that'll be kind of a cool head-to-head that we get to see here.
There we go. Had one player from Explicit lead the lobby. Not 100% sure what the case is, but we'll figure it out. Definitely going to be looking for this matchup. And again, Shorty and FaZe, as you just mentioned, looking for that Rookie of the Split. Obviously, Shorty got the votes. FaZe's still a very cracked player in his own, so I'm going to be looking for both of these players' contributions. It's great to see Shorty in the mix still. I know that she was talking to us the other night, talking about, trying to find a team and, being able to see her still continue on and share her, her skills with a team who obviously has it all figured out. They're stage 5 bound. Seeing her in the mix and fitting in like a nice fitly glove, just absolutely OP. So we're going to see what they both can do here in this first series. Good night. Verdict is obviously well out of it. I think I overbooked myself for the holidays. Let me be fair, chat.
I heard. Grim was like, Verdict is going to be busy for the next month straight. Like, good for him.
Yeah. I try to...
Hell of a time of year to do it.
Yeah, I know, right? And then on top of that, I got to actually... which I might need you for. I might need you to pick up a night for the stream purposes, because I might need one of these nights off, and it may come sooner than later, just to get everything transferred over to the new setup room. That's right. I'm trying to get moved over to my own little dedicated space, and obviously have a better experience for you guys as well. So, who in the hell is that? We're just having random people join the lobby now? Awkward. Alrighty. Game number 1 about to start up. Is this their 5th or not? Echo, confirm with me in chat. Let me know.
I was going to say, who
yeah,
that's Candy.
Yeah. Obviously, it's not anybody we know, but they were kicked. Veteran's going to join the lobby. We are going to be, once again, reunited with a full 5-stack from Explicit. And then now with green check marks all across the top, we're just waiting on Yawn. I'm about to say, man, I'm about to get ready to yawn if we don't see this first game. I'll be honest with you. It's been a hell of a day. I've been up since about 6:30 this morning. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, hey, look, I'm a little tired. So, of course, my, the Losty, come on, bro. you saw that, right? Yeah.
Right at the last second, got him.
Yeah. Got him.
But here we go.
There we
go.
Get
into the action.
So I know you guys did join to hear Verdict and Day Babble. Well, mostly Verdict Babble. Day has been cool, calm, and collected throughout the entire thing.
Yeah, we're trying.
Somebody's got to hold face or save face, right? Somebody's got to hold that composure. Here we go. We're gonna go ahead and get geared up. Game number 1. Explicit versus Storm F4. Opportunity for the Storm F4 team to continue to grow. We saw them join into Mobile Mayhem and not necessarily have the best, but had a little bit of a late run towards that playoff. Sure enough, falling shy, but now this is their opportunity to grow and get better, and I'm glad to see them enlist in a tournament like this.
Yeah, we do have a pretty sizable opening break for the side of Storm, but unfortunately Mango's COD timing turns away as Solo pushes on through the arches there and does get taken down, and that's going to allow a pathway in for Explicit to get a couple more points on the board. Now traded back on briefly over to the side of Storm, and you can see Mango's trying to make that push on towards the back. He's going to come across Veteran, and we're looking for those anchored spawns, but again, the COD timing of all COD timing. Mango's looks away as Lucifer comes around the corner. Mangoes cannot catch a break right now, bro. This is rough.
Yeah, this is tough. But hey, guess what? It's it's what comes along with the territory. If you can't take a little bit of poor COD timing, maybe improve on a little bit better positioning in times like that, it's what happens. But hey, you know what? A little bit of redemption here as he finds 2 out in mid. It's going to catch Veteran rotating through Money Room, so a little bit of learning process still. Mango's able to find his learning process early on here. Solo going to be trying to make his way through the Money Room as well, and he's going to be shut down, but is still going to be able to rotate. Look at how much health he's got left. That's just ridiculous, the amount of ability to sustain shots, but ultimately the guys over at Explicit are going to be able to get the retake for a short-lived time. And again, Storm F4 making things interesting here. Spicy P2 right here in Kitchen, and back and forth affair is going to result in the guys over at Storm F4 with the advantage, as well as the remainder of the scrap time.
Yep, and Solo up top red, looking to stop the rotation coming over through the side of Storm right now. They're coming through rings. And you can see that many Explicit players are now making that rotation over. That might leave them a little bit vulnerable on the back. Solo's going to pick up 2. Veteran and Beef Shorty each pick up 1 as well, but Mangoes gets the most graced respawn possible, as well as the rest of his team. They get wiped out of P3 and somehow spawn P3. that was wild. I can't believe Explicit continued to win that fight.
Yep, I mean, the COD gods give, and they take it. Then sure enough, here we are, about 30 seconds left on a point. Explicit being able to take advantage of a few seconds uncontested, but Kizzy and Yon try to make the contest, and it's shut down real quick. Lucifer is a demon here. Garage not safe as long as he's alive. He's got a Predator, or not a Predator missile, almost a Predator missile. We'll be able to get it on the point right here as we see it click over. He does have a depth machine to work with as well, so P4 might be an interesting one, but we know all too well the COD spawns here on Hardpoint are, some of a little wonky. We'll say unique. Vortex going to be played out in front and going to be a little premature with it, but again, Storm F4 about 38 points shy of taking the lead. They might be able to do it here on this P4 rotation. We'll see how it plays out. Mangoes, after a series of unfortunate events, is going to find himself with a plethora of kills, as well as a death machine to work with on top of that. So, could be an interesting one as we see about 15 seconds in. Finally, we're going to see the contest from Solo, but it's going to come at a cost. There's multiple players in the mix. Fazy, what are you? Are y'all dancing? Can I dance too? I am not sure what I was just watching. They were literally right in front of each other, and Fazy just not able to connect the dots, and that is going to be Explicit on the retake, and Explicit again with the lead, taking all of the advantage here. 20 seconds left on the point, and looks like they are not going to have too much to work with for Storm F4 on the top side of the spawns. Looking for the contest. They are going to get it. Losty going to be able to find himself some point time. It's much needed now as P5 is going to be coming open, and it's a little bit closer than the guys were Explicit expected, but hey, it's still an interesting game. About 30-point difference. Literally could go either way, but we'll see how this P5 rotates around.
Yep, coming on through to P5. I am looking across the board, and we don't have a lot of operators available for the side of Storm, but one big one that we do have is Kizzy has a Gravity Vortex, which can be used to block off some of these doorways and maybe pick up a couple kills in the process. Does pull it out here. As you can see, that first shot was toward archways, but not really the most timed use. Pred missile does come in, not going to pick anybody up with it. And you can see Shorty now set up in the laundry. Solar set up on top of rings mid, and they're looking to close this out on a P1.
We'll see how it goes. We're going to go ahead and join in for the guys over at Explicit for a quick HyperX listen, and bear with us as we jump in. Scratch that, make that a Storm F4 listen in because we don't see the Explicit comms. We are going to join in for Storm F4 quick listen in, though.
Top laundry DM. Yo, throw your smokes, throw your smokes, guys. Throw your smokes, throw your smokes. Throw your smokes, guys. Throw your smokes. You just gotta throw those smokes. Throw those smokes right now.
I had one in point. I'm just contesting.
Contest,
One
contest,
inter.
in point.
I got.
Hey, group up, group up.
Yeah.
Group up, laundry, watch laundry, Kizzy. Stay on rocks,
Wait, one more take, guys. One more take.
Enter.
Play your list.
Behind.
Laundry steps.
Playing.
Top laundry steps.
Play.
One middle. Nice. Top laundry steps.
Yo, they outer ring, right now. Inner. Watch your inner.
They're going new. Yo, inner ring.
No.
Oh, they went off that.
No, they don't.
They might get a zero.
Right next.
They gotta get a zero.
No, they don't.
ASAP. Fucking with the next, guys. Why you guys going next?
All right, a lot of chaos, a little bit of, back and forth. I don't know if Dave was able to join us as I was taking a look at it. I don't think I saw them, but sure enough. Guys over at Storm F4 are able to extend their time here in a P2 reset, but it is not going to be enough. They're going to fall shy about 19 points, and that is going to be a Game 1 dub for the guys over at Explicit. I'm sorry that we got a miscue there as I was looking for the Explicit VCs, and sure enough, they were not there. So we'll see if we can
get join because it was full, unfortunately. So I did miss out on those comms, but a very, very good opening game between these two teams, and Storm put up a hell of a fight right down to the wire, as you mentioned, coming through with only a 19-point deficit. And if we would have looked at these two lineups, maybe two months ago, I would have said, hands down, dude, Explicit got this between Veteran, Solar, Lucifer, Solo, and Shorty. Like, these guys and girls are just absolutely cracked, and we hadn't seen a whole lot out of Storm. But Storm had really turned things around through that last season of Mobile Mayhem, and they've been looking real solid for what is mostly a handful of rookies to the competitive scene. I mean, the likes of FaZe, FaZe's a rookie, Yawn, Mango's, Losty, Kizzy. We've seen them kind of here and there on some other teams in the past, but never really ones that had success, and never really with performances that, I was able to point out, hey, check out this player, they're going to be big one day. This past season and coming through here today as well, these guys are looking pretty solid, and whether they stay together as a roster or not, I have high hopes for them moving forward. Obviously, Mango's, I was talking about at the beginning, was massively struggling to find any sort of groove. COD timing of all COD timing kept bringing him down, and ended up almost top fragging for the lobby there towards the end. Came through with 23 kills. The only player beating him out was Solar with 25, and the next closest was Veteran with 22. So really solid performance out of several of these players. And this is where I expected Storm to do pretty well. As we move into the Search and Destroy, I do think I am still going to lean pretty heavy on Explicit being the stronger team for Search. Veteran, an incredibly strong Search player. Solar as well. Shorty is an incredible sniping talent that I think Storm are going to struggle to deal with. We do have other notable snipers on the side of Storm, but Shorty came onto the scene and was just absolutely slapping people. So, got high hopes.
Oh, bro, I tell you what, I've been on that Shorty train for a while now. As a matter of fact, I remember when we hosted our own little MESEEKS Women's Wednesdays, and, she came out of nowhere and just was dropping the most ridiculous snipes. Now we get to see her on a regular basis, and I'm so thrilled for her success. Shout out to her as she did win that, Rookie of the Split for Mobile Mayhem Fall 2021. So hoping to see that success transfer over into more seasons to come. So I think I'm with you on this one. I think Explicit might be able to close this one out. I'm going to make it a interesting one. I'll say it's going to be close. I'm not saying it's going to go to around 11, but I'm definitely going to be expecting Storm F4 to step their game up in regards to making it interesting. I'm not expecting them again to, pull out a win here, but obviously I'm here for the action, bro. I would love to see a game 3, and if Storm F4 can pull off a win against, a stage 5 opponent in Explicit, absolutely do it. We'll see how it pans out now as we're going to go ahead and dive right into the game number 2. This is a best of 3. Obviously, we're going to be giving you the full spread as soon as we get through it. Obviously, the semifinals and finals is going to be best of 5 scenarios right now. Got to be playing your life here if you're Storm F4, and if you're Explicit, you're obviously looking for a 2-0 situation.
Yeah, definitely going to be looking for it. And on a map like Summit, there's definitely some opportunity for these snipers to challenge each other. Does look like that's going to be largely Shorty and FaZe are going to be our two main snipers. And Yawn actually comes through with the first blood onto Solo. FaZe does get a refrag onto Veteran as Lucifer comes through with two of his own. The 2-for-2 trade coming through strong. Lucifer finds Minwoo as well. That's a key three-piece for the side of Explicit.
Make that 4. He's cleaning up the lobby, bro. He is absolutely just owning it right now. But I will say, Mingos, possibly. I mean, it's a possibility. You look at the 2 frags that came in early. FaZe and Kizzy obviously trying to make a... oh, man, is Mango slagging or is that me? Bro is, like, skating right now. But you're looking at 2 big frags coming out to start things off. And, you know, a little bit of hope here for Storm F4, and then all that gets shut down the window as soon as Lucifer comes in the mix. As a matter of fact, we are going to see... you did notice the player, Beef Shorty, rotating over, does get the call out. Lucifer going to go for the shots. Looks like they are going to go ahead and hand Mangos over on a silver platter. Mangos going to be anticipated right there. Lucifer going to go ahead and seal the deal. That is an ace for him. Explicit up 1-0, even off the backs of having a tough start. 2 players drop, but sure enough, Lucifer comes through with a 4-piece. Caps it off with the 5th. He gets the ace. Explicit takes the round. They're going to have the advantage, and things looking pretty decent so far for them.
Yeah, big opening round for the side of Explicit, but they still got a lot of game to go. I do believe Grenade actually chunks out a couple players from each side, but nobody does die, so will still remain being a 5 versus 5. Lucifer, who was able to pick up that ace in the first round. 5 kills on the board for him. And I don't really know if you can ask more out of him. If you're Explicit, Lucifer has succeeded this game, and now it's up for the rest of you guys to step up to the plate and come through with that performance. So we will have to see how it goes. Obviously, again, possibly looking for some of those opening snipes. But not a whole lot of action going on right now. Both teams kind of playing it pretty slow.
Mango's going to be first casualty. Obviously, guys over at Storm F4 trying to play it a little smoother here. Played a lot, you know, more cool, calm, and collected. It's a little bit conservatism. You know, it's okay. It's a summit map. Obviously, we were expecting rush, and that's not the case here. But finally, we do start to see a little bit of action here as Beef Shorty finds 2 overall, and that is massive 2-piece. But Minwoo going to come through and takes down Shorty for the equalizer. It's a 2v2. About 30 seconds on the clock. So, you know, this is where that conservative play doesn't favor. Obviously, you got to make a move now. Solo going to be there to contest. Solo's going to win that one now. FaZe does have the bomb. Is going to be in a 1v2 scenario. Lucifer is going to find the shots. And that is going to be a clean 2-0 here so far in this Search and Destroy. Explicit, if you're just now joining us, Explicit take the hard point, opening up the game with a 1-0 series lead. They could close it out here on this Search and Destroy, and based off of what I've seen on the defense so far, the odds are highly in their favor, but we know how this map can be. Once you flip sides, things kind of turn around, and, you know, maybe the attack doesn't come through as strongly as the defense. Minwoo going to be finding one before he drops, and that's about all that the guys over at Storm F4 have on the board right now. It's looking tough, man. I'm saying I wanted to see an interesting matchup, and right now what we're seeing is Explicit pretty much owning the lobby at the moment.
Yeah, it looks to be the case, and this is kind of exactly what I called out right at the beginning of this matchup. Is I expect the hard point to be good. I don't necessarily expect the Search and Destroy to be as good, and sure enough, that's what's coming through. 3 convincing rounds coming through for the side of Explicit, shy of Mango's coming up with a 4v1 miracle clutch here. Can't make it happen, gets dropped by Veteran, and that 3rd round is secured by the side of Explicit.
Yes, indeed. Now we're going to be rolling on in. Will we see a complete 4-0 here, or are we going to see a little bit of traction? I need to see a little bit of diversity, a little bit of creativity here. Storm F4, I'm not saying they're basic pushes, but everything that they've tried so far has seemed to be basic for Explicit to counter. So maybe a little something to throw your opponent off. Oh, man, Mango's going to find 2, but is dropped. The 2-for-2 trades come through as Veteran finds one as well as Solo in the back. So a little bit of a jump start here, but obviously Losty trying to play his Q's is going to go ahead and get that audio sound off for the plant is going to go ahead and fall back as he gets the information through. And you're taking a look at Solar, who's in the back of the spawn. So what is my guy doing? Alrighty, he is doing loop-the-loops here in the backside. Veteran, these guys are not taking Storm F4 seriously, guys. This is what I'm seeing. Losty, Yawn. You got to abuse it. You got to make sure you take advantage of this. As I was literally spectating Yawn, he was firing Shorty shots off in the air. Solar is doing circles in spawn, and Shorty looking for some Type 25 action as well as the DLQ. So we'll see how it pans out.
Yeah, and obviously the Type 25, a pretty strong weapon in the meta right now. I'm honestly not super convinced that the Type 25 is better than the M13, but it is still super, super solid regardless. And a 4th round does come through for the side of Explicit. And unfortunately, just not a whole lot to go on for the side of Storm F4 here. We've got 2 kills for Mangoes. He was able to pick up that double kill last round, but other than that, not really had any grasp. Yawn has picked up 1. FaZe has picked up 1. Losty's still sitting on a donut right now. And you look over at the opposition, Lucifer with 6. Beef Shorty with 5. Veteran with 4. Solo with 5. Solar only with 1, but has also only died once. So when you're winning your gunfights in Search and Destroy to that extent, it is just, it's going to be so difficult for the enemy to get any sort of groove going, and that's exactly what's happening to F4 right now. They're not winning enough of their trades to secure a round, and you know, here we are in another one where the 2-for-1 trade is in favor of Explicit.
Yes, indeed. 2-for-1. Shorty finds 2 for herself, and it is a 2v2. Shorty going to be dropped. Lucifer going to be left on his own. The good thing is Lucifer has found one of their opponents, and FaZe going to be able to find the first round here for the guys over at Storm F4, and I've got to say, man, they look like fish out of water right now. They look like they don't know what they want to do. Now they're going to get an opportunity to kind of play a little slower paced. Don't necessarily have to wait for the, the strats to come in. You just sit back in your spawn. You can hold these A and B sites respectively. You don't even have to get too aggressive with it. As we see Losty just, good night, is going to go ahead and shoot right towards this little cubby site. Maybe a little too aggressive, but we'll see how it pays off. But a little bit of life still left here for Storm F4, and I'm still seeing, where's Solar at? I want to see, he's in spawn. They're 4v5 in this, guys.
One-for-one trade comes through right now. Solar still playing pretty far back for no reason in which I can explain other than we don't need a 5th player.
Well said. I was thinking the same thing.
I hate to say it, because it is honestly not very sportsmanlike, so I'm not a huge fan. But so far it has been a 2-for-2 trade. Mangoes is going to find Lucifer, and I think that's the key, or the cue for Solar to maybe come on out. Maybe you guys do need that 5th player. And it is now a 2 versus 3. It's definitely still doable. Do need to pick up this bomb, and as you can see, many members of Storm are here ready to go, watching and defending that bomb site. Yawn gonna win that gunfight against Solar. Now it's Veteran left in a 1v3, and that bomb is in not a good spot. So I think this is gonna be another round going over to the side of Storm, and I think what I'm mostly looking at after that is, does Explicit take it seriously next round? Do they send all 5 out, or is someone still hanging back in the spawn?
I doubt it. I doubt they'll send all 5 out. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've seen Solar do too much of anything other than, pick daisies in the back to spawn. Veteran going to be doing some work here on his own. Is going to find 2. Mangoes. Oh, my God, Mangoes. Turn around, bro. Turn around. Doesn't matter. Okay, played his life. Okay, smart move. I was obviously out of line there, but, I mean, let's be fair here. The hard point was closer than, this game is portraying. This Search and Destroy is about as lopsided as it can get. And even on the backs of, okay, Solar is going to come out of his spawn this time. He said, you know what, I'm tired of it. I'm ready to move on with my life. And I'm glad. But let's be fair. The hard point was a lot closer than this Search and Destroy has been. And I guess the guys over at Explicit just felt the need to kind of play reserve, a little bit more cocky. And here we are watching him literally pay for it in a few rounds here. 2 rounds favoring the guys over at F4, but, you know, does that amount to a win? Probably not. We'll see how it pans out for Storm F4, and, you know, in a situation like this, you would like to see a little bit more sportsmanship, but hey, I guess stay devious?
Stay devious, my friend.
There we go.
Stay devious. What would be kind of the ultimate rub salt in the wound would be as much as Explicit were ahead, and then they decided to troll there, if Storm came back and won.
Oh, I'm all up for a Storm.
To be honest with you, that would be pretty hilarious at this point.
I would be all on board on seeing a Game 3. I would be all on board seeing Storm F4 come from behind and actually take the series, but, you know, I'd also like $1 million, and the odds of that happening right now are just slim to none. But I do see 3 rounds in favor. Minwoo actually hitting some crisp shots here. Maybe I might get that $1 million. That was a great shot. Solo going to come through and cleans out house, finding Min the SVD, the Dragunov. Got a choice. Obviously, we've seen a lot of it in the EU scene. If you follow me, you know that we just did a EU tournament, and sure enough, we saw a lot of variety in the meta. So they're going to go ahead and do a great job of picking up the bomb, and Veteran and Beef Shorty going to be looking to clear that path. As a matter of fact, Veteran going to be taking some shots.
Enemy contact.
Does have Jan pinned down here, but oh my god, Jan makes you pay. And a 4v2 with a minute left on the clock, Explicit might be, you know, rethinking those strats from earlier.
Yeah, definitely might be, because it looks like Storm might be getting ready to tie things up 4-4. There's only about 50 seconds left on the clock. Solo does have the bomb, so they at least have that going for them, but you know what Explicit doesn't have? Solo or Beef Shorty, as Losty comes through. Type 25 for the first, swaps over to the Thumper, picks up the kill onto Shorty. And now, here we are, 4-4, it's all tied up. And Storm possibly able to ride this momentum to a win.
I'd be all on board for that, I'm going to be honest with you. Seeing the level of disrespect early on and then it pan out to not favor you would be the ultimate karma. Yeah, Explicit, I'm not wishing anything on you. I would just be down to see a Game 3 in this instance. I'm all about the action. We'll see how it ends up, though, as we see 2-for-2 trades coming through about a minute and a half on the clock. Bomb is down. Catwalk. So a little bit of misplacement there for the bomb carry, but sure enough, it does look like Solar's going to be able to pick it up, and no harm, no foul scenario. Veteran looking to clear this B site off. Does have Losty at his sights. Shots don't fare for first time around. Second time peak is a charm, and sure enough, Beef Shorty drops in the background, so 3-for-3 trade's going to come through. Mango's all the way in the backside of his spawn. He's actually AFK. All right. I recant.
Yeah, now a 2 versus 1, Solar and Veteran versus Yawn. It does look like they caught him making that rotation, and Solar, with a brilliant slide, comes through with the kill on Yawn there. And now we lead 5-4 once again for the side of Explicit, but if Storm have proved anything here, it's that you cannot sleep on them. If you don't take them seriously, they'll give you the business.
Well, I mean, I got to say, you're absolutely right, but Mango's being AFK in the spawn is a tough spot. So, if Mangos would have not been AFK, it would be a different story, and that's not the case right now. So, Solar was obviously AFK earlier, but it was for a different reason. Mango's actually going to be able to move here, so that's interesting. We'll see how it fares now as we see Solo drop 1-for-1 trades coming through. Looking for an interesting, we might just find it this round. This is the last time we'll see the defense come through, and this is probably the worst case scenario for Storm F4, because if you win this round, you're going to a round 11, and you're going to be right back on the attack where you found yourself down and out 4 rounds in a row, and, you know, it's not going to be highly favorable. What I will say is highly favorable is the shots coming through for Shorty and Solar. Mango's going to be left in a 1v4. We're talking about a round 11. We may not even see past this round 10, but oh my, Mango's is alive and well. 55 seconds on the clock. Bomb's going to be collected. They know of his location, though, as we saw Lister kind of peek up. Solar has not lost his sights. Is going to be making the rotation over, and a bomb plant is going to come through. As long as Lucifer sees it fit, Mango's going to be taking some shots, so it is A-okay to make this plant happen. Solar on the 1v1 is going to win that, and that's going to close that series out. 2-0 fashion. We were talking about a Game 3 scenario. It's out the window now, but gotta say, Storm F4 doing a decent job there of recovering. And I said it wouldn't go to around 11 earlier. I said, you know, I wanted to see it, you know, become interesting, and it got a little spicy towards the end. So can't discount Storm F4 for that performance, but Explicit obviously able to close it out in an early fashion. So going to take a look at the post-Carter's report. Big frags from Lucifer, the man who dropped the ace earlier on. We didn't ask anything of him after that. You know, his game was over with after that. It's 8 kills on board, so he picked up 3 after that first. Veteran doing a great job of picking up double digits for the team. On the flip side of things, Jean, hell of a fight there in the trenches. 11 kills on board, as well as FaZe. Your runner-up for the Rookie of the Split. Showed up a little bit, but wasn't enough to close out and take us to a Game 3, though.
Well, FaZe felt pretty robbed that he didn't get Rookie of the Split, so Shorty obviously came through with a really strong performance here and kind of proved her worth in that sense. So unfortunately, he couldn't win that award, FaZe, but maybe next time, if you keep up the work and have a good performance next season, maybe you'll get a running for just MVP of the Split, which honestly would be a better award. So really solid players on both these teams. Ended up being a really solid search and destroy. Obviously, we saw the one troll round come through for the side of Explicit that Storm won, but the next couple rounds were full sends for both teams, and Storm was able to come through with wins there. So I'm glad we ended up having a even better series than I expected, and good way to start out the day.
And look at Shorty coming in chat already. I don't know, like he said once, I got robbed from Rookie of the Season. Literally repeating day. I'm sure we got a delay. Yeah, we do have a delay. That's right. I'm running it. I know we got a delay, so I know she didn't see it or hear it in chat. So hopefully she'll be able to hear your voice say it, and it kind of echo what she said there. So sure enough, that is going to be the end of that first series. We're going to have 2 more to come along with it. And speaking of next series, we've got the next matchup on deck. That's going to be Tribe and Devious. That's right, guys. We're going to have the Devious crew indeed coming through. They take the first round on the backs of a forfeit from Lux. We'll see if they can take a best of 3 from Tribe, as that is going to be a, yes, I'll say it again, Devious matchup right around the corner. So, yeah, Verdict just wearing it out, okay? I'm done. You know, you know that Verdict is done for the night when he's just resorting to those, you know, pointless puns. But, hey, you know what, guys? Let's get back to the action. So, guys, we're going to take a short intermission, actually, so we're not going to get back to action. We're going to take a short intermission, get these teams in here, allow us to set up the lobbies and whatnot, get the map bans and so on and so forth. Best 3s to come. Don't go anywhere. We got plenty of action. 2 more series ahead of us. And guys, we are back live for some more MESEEKS North American and Latin American Invitational. That's right, guys. We've got a showdown ahead of us. We've got Tribe. We've got Devious. They're in the lobbies. They're in the VCs. Will we join? Will we not? Who knows? We'll find out as we are going to go ahead and get ready with our second series of the night. We've already said it. Tribe versus Devious. Best of 3. May the best team move forward. I know I saw some players come in chat. They were like, we don't care if we're, going to win this one or not. We're still the best team regardless. Stay Devious, my friend. Hardpoint Hackney Yard is where we're going to start the action off, as well as a standoff search and destroy if it does go to a game 3. We'll see if it does. It's going to be a summit dom. Map vetoes are going to be Tribe opting to ban takeoff, as well as Devious opting to ban crossfire. Normal operator bans across the board. We won't see any kind of, Jedi mind tricks today. We will, however, jump in to this first game, best of 3 format. We'll see how it pans out. Will the Devious crew be able to prevail, or will Tribe be able to triumph? We'll find out here as the Hackney Yard hardpoint going to be the determining factor of who has the lead in the series. And obviously, it goes without saying, you already know who we're going to be looking at, and obviously already have pre-picked teams, to think that are going to move on. We'll see if things go as planned. Peak number 1 going to be opened up for business, and it does look like the business is going to be dealt in favor of the guys over at Devious. Self going to be able to pick up some uncontested time, finds a shot on one.
Big money hill on this map.
Oh, you cut out a little bit there, my guy. I'm going to be honest with you. I couldn't hear you for a second. I was like, well, Dave may have...
cutting out too.
Oh, well, Discord's
Discord
dysfunctional.
Must be freaking out, yeah.
Yeah, Discord is definitely dysfunctional.
Yeah, Tribe have spawns for P2, so they're not in a bad spot, even being down a little bit on P1. And with the retake coming through here, they might even be able to put themselves in a better position. And actually, we might be getting... Oh, man. Poor Zulf actually pushed in, won the gunfight for spawns in the back of P2, and his team all respond across the map. So that is a bit unfortunate there, and Tribe will maintain that for P2. And this is probably where they start to take a pretty sizable lead. They're sitting up 8 right now. Probably going to be a little bit closer to 68 by the time this one's done.
It's very possible. As a matter of fact, I'm taking a look at the rotations in. We're going to see a full 5-man push through. 2 players drop instantly. Bless going to be able to find one himself, but sure enough, the initial push is going to be declined. And look at Ning. Did Ning just spawn like right next to him? Ning able to pick up 2 kills, or make that 1 in a retake here. A massive point if they're able to hold it, but again, Marshy able to be on point and picks up the slack in the objective. He's got 10 seconds as well as 5 kills on board. Didn't see Marshy's presence last night. Was it needed? I don't know. They lost to Mayhem. Mayhem were on top of their game last night, though. I got to give it to them. They looked hella good. They looked stage 5 ready, and a well-deserved MESEEKS Sunday Showdown championship for themselves to, kind of take home for themselves. I know they're not going to take it ahead. This is just a community tournament, but gotta say, they look very nice. Marshy's still in the objective, and the guys over at Devious are going to be able to make this rotation over. Zolf able to win that gunfight. Hella hipfire on that Type 25. He's going to be able to take on another opponent that's Envy, but the reload just didn't come through. I'm not sure what happened. It looked like he put the animation through, but sure enough, a little bit of that poor timing, and Envy going to be able to, scathe away with his life, but P3 about 15 seconds in. Finally, Zolf going to be taken down. And a little bit of traction here for the guys over at Tribe. A little bit of adversity here for the guys over at Devious. And sure enough, the lead is going to be transferred, or still in favor of Tribe. But, a little bit of this OBJ time is much needed. It's going to be soaked up there by Zolf in mid. I'm going to disconnect from BC and try and get a connection. Hey, Dave, can you hear me?
Right now I can. I'm running a speed test on my end to see if maybe I've got something going on, but doesn't look like it. 920 down and 47 up should be more than good enough. So yeah, must just be a Discord thing right now.
It's Echo. I blame Echo.
I blame Robot.
Yeah, Robot. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, we actually have a pretty close game right now. Tribe did get that large P2 time that we expected them to, but was actually a pretty solid P3 coming through for the side of Devious, and now P4 seems to be under their control as well. We do have Parrish using the SVD, and that's definitely a strong gun, but I just don't know if this is the map in.
Well, a little bit of in and out there towards the end.
Setup you really want to use it in. Actually take themselves a lead. Yeah. Yeah, they've got themselves coming up on a 20-25 point lead now with still 15 seconds to go on this P4. And as we look over towards P5, Parrish is looking to anchor for his team, but little does he know, Blessed is here as well. Somehow gets that shot. And that might be enough for them to start looking towards the win. You can see Devious did spawn out far, but so did Tribe. But Tribe spawned a little bit sooner, so they've made it across the map a bit more. And it does look like this is their P5 to hold.
It is. As a matter of fact, this is going to be their time to shine. But got to give it to credit where credit's due. And that was a P4 hold of a lifetime there for the guys over at Devious. Able to muster up a 30-point advantage. So far, so good for Tribe, though, as the P5 well solidified. We saw the spawns coming through. Devious obviously getting the short end of the stick on that one. That's quite all right. They are quite okay and content with making this break, though, as I see 3 players out of the objective. Make it 4, 5 total, actually, as I do see that 5th player do get taken out. But Parrish coming through hot and heavy here, looking to get this retake in. And obviously we made calls about the SVD. Maybe not the best map, but I do love the ability to try new metas in this mix. I've seen EU do it all too well. About time NA took a a little bit of a chance here on a map like Hackney Yard. Obviously, it's probably not the best one, but I do love the diversity in the mix. Now, P1 reset's going to come through. 10-point advantage in favor of the guys over at Devious. So they have a little bit of a stronghold here.
How about we,
yeah, jump in for a VC?
How about we take the time to jump into VCs with Tribe, yeah.
There we go.
I received it. I'm pushing you.
Dead push.
No, top out, ball out.
Good contest.
There's one more.
There.
Sure,
One more, two more.
Not sure.
Well, hey, what do you know? We have a little bit of adversity here in the first game. A best-of-3 format. Tribe falling a bit short, but Devious, my guys. What is going on? Everybody else having a Devious evening, afternoon, night, wherever you guys out, morning even? I don't know where you guys are located, but was that an anticipated outcome here? The Hardpoint Hackney Yard going in favor of Devious?
Absolutely not, but if there was any time to stay Devious, it would be right here, right now. Rihan came in and lied to us earlier. He said, I ain't feeling too Devious today, and look at the dub coming through. Top fragging for his team, 17 on the board, tied up with Parrish, and the 29-point win comes in for Devious in our first map, and looking like we, could potentially have a 2-0 Devious win over Tribe. Would be wild.
Yeah, very, very wild. Likelihood, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't even know right now. This Devious team came in, and they look pretty decent. As a matter of fact, everyone in the top half of the board looking pretty Devious as well. 16-11 for Blessed. This wasn't a huge, I'm going to out-frag you type scenario in this game. It was purely objective-based. And the guys over Devious did not waste any time with those out in the open gunfights that ultimately result in nothing. But here we are. You see it right here. I'm not making this up, guys.
The reality is, Devious only had one more kill than Tribe.
There we go. I mean, but look at it. There's nobody even in that 20 kill marker, right? Game developed into a P1 ending. It didn't fall back into that P2 Tribe. Try to get the advantage in, but sure enough, how did that P1 come down to just a few seconds? How did Devious get in the point and have that great of a hold, and Tribe were on the outskirts? I don't know, man. I'm gonna say, look, I am on this Devious trade as much as the next person is. All right. But,
well, I mean, the reality is that they just made a better rotation over to the P1 and then won their gunfights. We had 2 members of Tribe trailing behind to that P1, resulted in it being a 5 versus 3 on that first push. Tribe lost, and at that point, the game was so close, they couldn't afford to not try to push in for the contest, and that's really where they lost out on, because then they only had 2 players, the rest of the team had spawned out, and Devious was all set up for the defense, and they came through with the win over it.
Oh, there you go. I mean, you pretty much painted that whole picture. It's a strong P5 start for Tribe, and obviously, you know, I was mentioning the adversity there for the guys over at Devious. There were no strangers to making that break in. They get the break. It was a short-lived one, and, you know, it went a little bit of back and forth where we're expecting Tribe to be able to turn things around in that P5 rotation. They didn't get a full 60. That could have been massive for them, as they were, down maybe 30 points or so at the time. So not being able to get that full 60, not being able to get on that P1 rotation early enough. We can sit here and hypothesize all afternoon. We could try and make excuses where, you know, no excuses are needed. At the end of the day, the objective was played very well towards the end, and sure enough, Devious earned the dub early on, and against the Tribe team. You know, I've said it as well. You know, when we were going through qualifiers, I said this team has a lot of potential. Did they amount to all that potential that we spoke of? Probably not. You know, a little bit of a less serious approach, we'll just say, right? Is that it? Is that the one that we're looking for? Less serious? So we'll just be.
I would say that's probably fair. They have talent on their team. They just don't necessarily always apply themselves. And, you know, clearly they came in and applied themselves this game, and they took a respawn over Tribe. That is not an easy feat. Moving into the search and destroy is where I would have given them more of a chance. So maybe they do come through with an upset here over Tribe. Because again, Tribe struggles in search and destroy. While we've seen them get way better, they do have a tendency to sometimes fall back into that zone of, man, it looks like all that progress you guys made maybe disappeared for this matchup. So we'll have to see what Tribe shows up to the search and destroy, and we're getting into it.
I believe Chad is furious right now. They're pretty upset that we didn't jump in and do a Devious HyperX listen, and obviously. Okay,
hey, look, that's up to you. That's up to you.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if a search or destroy is going to be an opportunity for us to join in and get a fair listen in from Devious, but if I can get clearance from somebody in, not in chat, obviously you guys are going to say yes. But if I can get clearance from Echo that he's cleared it with their manager for us to join in for listen-ins on the search or destroy, I'm all up for it. A bit of a, conservative approach here from Devious. Looks like they are going to be taking this one a little more serious. Oh, yeah, there it goes again. I hear you cutting in and out of VC.
Yeah, Discord is, like, freaking out right now. Everything else on my computer is fine, but Discord is not happy, so. I do apologize, guys. Not a whole lot we can do about Discord, but right now we've got no first blood. Oh, boy. They said you can join on Devious SXC.
Yeah. All right, the moment of truth will verdict.
I want no credit for this.
All right, we'll see. We'll see how the game develops. If it gets interesting, we'll jump in. Obviously, we're not going to force anything. We're just going to let it happen. But a little bit of a look at the approach here from Tribe. They're not playing that typical, aggressor on the defense. Against a team like Devious, obviously they take it out in that first game. They want to reapproach and have a bit of confidence knowing that they could see that game 3 life. They're going to do it right here in this defense and a little bit of a conservative hold. And now we're going to see that time start to dwindle and a little bit of pressure here for the guys over at Devious to perform. And sure enough, they're going to drop 1 by 1, and that's going to leave Zolf in a 1v4 scenario. Marshy on the backs of picking up 2 towards the end there is going to secure the round. We do have comms permissions to join in with Devious. Like I said, if it happens, it happens.
Bomb spotted. Destroy the objective. Bomb acquired.
Well, it is going to be a round 1 going over to Tribe, and as we go into round 2, is going to be Zolf getting picked off by Parrish, who made a really nice shot through a broken wall there. So, big wall bang for him. Though 1 comes through onto Band, but Bolu does refrag out, literally. Oh, Marshy, you gotta win that one, bro.
Well, Bolu is going to win that one, and Bless is going to drop the bombs planted, however. It's a 2v3 now. We've got Rehan, the last player alive. Parrish gets the shots to land the SVD. We've talked about it. It's the gun of choice right now. It's the new meta in its own fairness. Now we're going to see Rehan get one. Is going to take shots at the second. Is not going to get that bomb carrier. Yes, he does. Rehan picking up the 3-piece and the round clutch, giving the guys over at Devious a equal matchup here, 1-for-1. But anything, nothing is equal right now. Tribe down 1-0. They need this game. That round should have been theirs. Obviously, Rehan had other plans, though. He wants this 2-0. He wants it bad.
All right, what are we thinking, Verdict? Are we jumping into Devious comms?
Oh, you know what? Screw it. We're going to go ahead and do it. Stay tuned as we join in for a quick HyperX Devious listen-in.
He's dead on B. Watch the back alley push.
Oh, he's lit back alley. Holy shit, bro. I lit him up back alley.
We're barrel. Bro, nigga, you can't give a better call out, nigga. He pushed up and runs cubby.
Oh, I got him back alley.
Good shit. 2 and 8, one's cubby.
Nigga, that was a bad push on A, bro.
I'm core right now. There's one core. He ran back to broken.
I'm back alley right now, Chloe.
Good shit. There's one on A, on tractor and Beetle.
Fuck, his granny, bro. Where was it? He went all the way to broken. Huh?
Rian,
We'll play back with pizza.
Yeah. Rian, switch up.
I got a sniper call somewhere.
It's fine. He knows you.
Oh,
Good try.
Nice work. Get ready for the next round.
All right, I got to say, thoughts, Day. I obviously heard a little bit of conflicting off the initial push in to the VC, but I think they were a little bit just more overwhelmed with the fact that we actually did join in. Day, if you're muted, I can't hear you. If you're not, Discord is buggy as hell. Yep, buggy.
Discord, I have no idea what you're talking.
Yep.
Well, this is not ideal, but is what it is. It does look like Marshy wins the ones there, though. Comes through with the 3rd round victory for Tribe. They lead 3-1 currently over Devious, who obviously I believe you were mentioning seem to be struggling with some of their comms. But one of the big call-outs that I did like is Rehan reconnected, and immediately the team reminded him, hey, grab that screenshot. We don't want to get DQ'd by not having it. So that was the one unified set of comms we actually got there.
Absolutely. I'm definitely on board with what Image is saying. Image coming in chat saying, hey, we need the respawns call-outs because obviously the S&Ds are not there. A little bit of, you better
win. Then Tribe better win, huh?
Yeah, Tribe better win. Hey, Image, I need you to jump in VC with Tribe and make sure they got their A-game and 100% on attack because right now they're looking good, but obviously we still got plenty of search left to be played, and the attack may not be the favorable side for the guys over at Devious. Maybe they like to stay devious on the defense. It just kind of clicks, right?
I guess, but we do have Blast rotating in from behind. No trigger discipline whatsoever there. Going to give away his position. And, what?
Hey, you know what? We've done it all tonight, Ari. I can't even be mad at that.
Rotating on up now. Blessed in a really rough spot. Bomb is down, and, well, guess what? Blessed is down as well. Parrish going to pick him off from the tractor there, and that's 4 in a row. Well, 4 rounds this half for Tribe. And now they're just looking for 2.
Yep.
2 rounds. Secure them the win. Secure us that game 3. Secure us some stay Devious domination. Let's go.
Let's go. I need to hear those comms and response because obviously I was not happy with just the search and destroy comms, and I'm sure you guys aren't either. Now we're gonna flip sides. I can't even keep my face straight, bro. What is going on here? They just killing it, man. Yeah, have I told you how greedy you are lately? sure enough, this Tribe team looking pretty great here on the attack so far, so good. But guess what? Ning actually going to find first blood. Marshy going to be the Devious victim number 1 of this round. And bomb's going to be planted. The advantage is going to be back in favor of Tribe now as they find another player, Rihan. Zolf going to be making the rotations through mid. My guy is not even slide canceling. Come on. I need to see some movement, Zolf. That's not Devious movement. That's bot movement. Come on. I need to see you moving quickly. Come on. You saw him just trek right across the mid of the screen? There was no kind of side to side. There was no kind of, hey, don't shoot me. Don't tag me. No, dude went right across mid. And, guys, that's right. I'm going to keep it Devious on the comms, too, man. My call-outs are going to be on point.
Yeah, Tribe right now looking like this is going to be an easy search and destroy win. They set up 5-1. Rihan, however, does get a first blood onto Marshy. So we'll have to see if they can continue to keep it up. Ning going to find Bolu. Blessed going to pick up Envy as well. And while things were looking not great for Devious, they pick things up here in round 7. And now Beetle might be on the rotation for Band. But Band, too damn goated, picks up the kill. Now it's a 2 versus 3. Parrish and Band up against Zolf, Rihan, and Ning. And with Parrish picking up Zolf, it's now a 2v2. And with Ning getting the refrag, it's now a 1 versus 2. Can Band clutch it up? He finds one. Devious need this.
Oh,
and Ning! Too goated.
Too goated. Coach Beetle, what was that, my guy? You got to hear the call out. There's literally got to be something that says, hey, somebody's on A. If it's not a sit rep, it's got to be somebody in that VC. I would have loved to have been there at that moment because, my God, dude, Blessed got dropped right in front of you. You literally watched him get baptized, and you were nothing, on the reapproach. Obviously, we're going to forgive you and cut you a little bit of slack, and now we're going to see Tribe. They're not going to cut you slack. As a matter of fact, they're going for that kill shot. They're going to go ahead and get the bomb planted. 2 rounds in favor of Devious, and you know what? Match point here sitting on the line for Tribe. They're wanting that game 3. They want that redemption. They may have found it here in the search and destroy as we're seeing the round come to a conclusion. About 30 seconds on point. Marshy going to be able to find first blood. Ning, one of the players that's top fragged, if I'm not mistaken. 5-7. He looked a little cracked, but sure enough, Tribe says otherwise. Zolf cracked in his own mind. Finds one. Shots on another. Parrish actually going to be able to do the deed, and that is going to be a 6-2 win for Tribe. And guess what, guys? We're going to a game 3. On the backs of a hardpoint win for Devious and a search win here for Tribe. Day. What are we looking at for this post-Carnage report, man? Just post-Devious action. That search and destroy, obviously, they look like fish out of water. It's not necessarily their best game mode, I will just say, in short.
Yeah, I mean, Tribe were dominant the whole time. And while we did have 2 rounds come through for the side of Devious, dude, they were not convincing rounds. I mean, it came down to a 1v1 that one round with Ning and Band, and it's like that was just a matter of who got the first bullet off at that point, right? So, definitely not their best performance. I was accused of throwing for Devious last time. I didn't give them comms in the domination, and they said if they get domination comms, they're winning the game. So, I guess that's what we're going for here. Can they pull together the game 3 against Tribe?
That's a large ask, and it's on a map that is pretty lopsided. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not my favorite to see in the mix. We were talking about it earlier. We're gonna see it now as Devious have found a way to win that hardpoint game and secure the. Oh no, it's not. That was the last rotation. Never mind. That's Domination Summit. Ooh, that's even worse. Why? Because we see Tribe play on Dom Summit all too often. The outcome is. Statistically speaking, highly in their favor. All right, I'll just say that. So we'll see how it pans out as we're going to get geared up for that game 3. We're going to see these guys hand over the host of the lobby. I'm not sure who was before, but now we've got a new one. It means we're going to...
Chat's ragging on you for saying that kid got baptized.
Yo, he did.
He wants to get baptized.
Yeah, he got blessed, my guy. He got blessed.
There you go. What was the score in hardpoint? I believe it was 129 to 150 with Devious coming through with the victory.
That is absolutely right.
Hopefully somebody in chat has answered that by the time you actually get this on stream, but who knows. Definitely a great game for Tribe, though. I mean, Parrish, 12 kills on the board. Band had 11. Bolu with 8.
Image. I love you, bro. Stay devious. Image answered the question for you, Alan.
There you go.
150 to 0. Stay devious.
Yeah, I must have watched the wrong game. So,
Yeah, we were obviously not in that lobby.
Yeah.
Sheesh, feels bad.
We watched the Devious warm-up hardpoint.
There we go. That's right. That's it. Hey, that's the one. All right. Well, guess what? We're not going to be. I guess we would be technically warmed up for this domination comms. We're going to get geared up for that game 3. It's a domination on Summit, and sure enough, it's coming through. We're going to go ahead and jump into the game number 3. Is going to be the deciding factor. Who is moving on to the Gulag series, and who is going to stay and remain in this winner side of the bracket. It's a double elimination style bracket. 10 invited teams. Going to be sweating it out for a spot for a $500 grand prize, distributed, per se. Not necessarily all going to the winning team, but they're going to get their fair share. We'll see who goes or who comes out on top here as we are jumping right into it. I'm on board with Ning off the bat, and they're going to be pushing for the C site. B going to be opted to be neglected, and Ning going to be able to find one as well as Zolf is going to be taken down. Banned. Looking for that early flip. Might be able to get it. Is going to be able to halt the progress from the guys over at Devious off of that C side. As a matter of fact, did a little bit of spawn trapping, but sure enough, Tribe come through with that B cap early on.
Yeah, it looks to be the case. We do have a AC currently for the side of Devious, but the C quickly comes in for the side of Tribe, and that's starting to look like they're probably about to take a pretty massive advantage. Do you want to do comms yet?
Oh, absolutely. Let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and jump in for a quick HyperX listen in with the Stay Devious boys.
Get top control. Get top control.
Connector going snow side.
There's 3 by computer side.
There's one green, bro. There's top. I'm spawning C.
I'm green, top green. I'm low.
Oh my god. God damn.
Oh, one top.
Let's go.
Alright.
Ryan, come. Push one.
Wait, I'm pushing with you, Cody.
Watch out, bro.
Alright, yeah.
He's what? That's 2 now. Push up, bro.
I'm top. I got top control.
Oh, he's in the corner. Oh, where is he?
One top.
Oh, he's no, turn around.
No.
No, top. Two top.
The stairs. Nigga,
Yeah, we need to
he
get...
just right next to me. What do you mean?
Oh, that's still green side.
Connector, bro. Connector. He's still connected.
Let's pass it down.
Right, I was waiting for that one, when you jump into a Vanguard game and you have your open comms, I'm waiting for that one bomb to come through, and sure enough, it blesses towards the end of it. So the C-cap does come through for Devious, but the comms, man, you could hear it. They are Devious in their own right. Yeah, a little bit of frustration. Like, damn, where is he, man? Obviously, I can't tell you where he's at, but we could see it all, unfold as we are spectating, but got to be frustrating, especially when you're going up against a Titan like Tribe, right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and they do manage to get the CB back in their favor, which will start to close the gap a little bit here. With the way things are going, it's looking like it might, if the C and the B maintain for Devious, they might only go into the second half down 15, 10 points, something like that, so she could be in a pretty decent spot still.
Yeah, Marcia going to be shut down right there. Zolf coming through with his second 2-piece right there, and sure enough, they're going to be able to, close the gap, but I got to say, I'm kind of appreciating, even though they were getting a little bit slapped around earlier on in the game, they've seemed to turn things around and might be ending up on a positive note. Envy going to be taken down as he tries to make the connection over the B side. He's going to be able to get that cap. It's going to be a short scenario now as the round ends. We're about 12-point deficit for Devious to overcome. Guys, if you're wondering, where was Rehan's comms? I muted them, bro. I know you guys come in and y'all want to see the, y'all want to hear the true experience. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to give it to you. He was one of the ones that was caught abusing those privileges earlier tonight. And sure enough, I'm going to give you Devious comms, but I'm also going to be devious in my own, and that is muting Rehan. Zolf I actually bought a ticket, a one-way ticket, to be muted as well. So, very unfortunate, but hey, you guys got to listen on the Devious comms, right?
Yeah, do we want to get Tribe in the second half for the fans?
Let's do it. We saw the B cap almost come through there. Maybe we'll be able to catch a little bit of action there on their side.
Yeah, we know what to listen out for there.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. All right, stay tuned now. We're going to go ahead and join in to Tribe for a quick HyperX listen-in.
One more con.
Oh, yeah.
Pushing con, pushing
Wow,
con.
dead pushing, dead pushing.
Oh my god.
I got him. He's coming with the drone.
Oh, one below. Dead.
I'm a pro camper, dude.
You're a PUBG player, bro.
Dude. Ah, dude.
Top.
Sony Marshy, dog.
One con, one con.
I'm watching con.
I'm gonna camp in the corner, dude. You guys got this.
They're coming C.
Alright, bro.
I'm just gonna be sucking on my thumb, dude.
They're spawning C, some of them, I think.
Yeah, there's
One
a guy
below,
coming.
he fucked me up.
There's green to us,
Belong,
dude.
belong,
There's
belong.
two guys coming. Thanks for the free throws, dude. Sony Marshy trash, bro.
Yeah, green. Belong, bottom.
I'm gonna go see, I'm gonna go see.
Losing Alpha.
Yeah, watch this pro Tempest play, dog.
Enemy has Charlie.
One more C.
Wow.
Dead,
Off. Definitely.
One time.
Losing C.
top.
Yes, Messi.
Losing Bravo.
I'm gonna go B.
He has that machine top, Marshy. Oh, fuck.
He's dead.
Oh
Nice,
shit.
nice, nice.
Enemy has
They're gonna be
All right, a little more chill. These guys trying to vibe out and enjoy their game. You heard Marshy. I'm just going to sit in a corner. And what was he going to do with his
Rock
thumb?
my thumb.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yep. Definitely seems like a very Marshy-esque comm, but we do have possibly the B flip coming back through for Tribe. They do find it, and they were looking for the A, but couldn't quite lock the process down, and that's going to be Ning leaving it back to clean things up. Now, Band looking for the gunfight with Zolf. He's going to win that one. Right now, top frag for the lobby is actually Bolu with 23 and 10 on the board. Band next on board with 22 and 14. Top frag for the side of Devious is Blessed with 15, and it starts falling off heavy from there. Zolf at 12, Ning at 11, Rehan at 9, and Beetle at 5.
Yep, taking a look at it, we've got two Goliaths on board for Marshy and Bolu. Bolu not going to opt to use it. Obviously, you know, you give these guys a stick of dynamite, they're going to use it, okay? Say it comes down. Oh, well, Marshy said, forget it, bro. I got you, homie. Let me go ahead and pull this one out, and does throw it down. We're going to see Bolu throw his down, too, as... Nope, he's not. He's just got the Dragonfire, so... where did Marshy's Goliath go? Is he giving it to the opponents? Oh, he's baiting him, bro! He's baiting him! Look at him! Oh, that's tough. All right, 150, 115. Devious might have taken that hard point, but they fall shy of a third game closing out the series. Tribe able to pick up the slack and turn things around on a massive search and destroy win, as well as a pretty decent closeout of the night. So Tribe gonna be moving on to the winner side of the bracket, and Devious gonna have to stay Devious down in the Gulag series.
Yep, Tribe come through with the victory there, as you mentioned. It's not the end of the road for Devious, however. You guys might get another chance for Devious comms down the road, but I don't think it's going to be today. And we'll obviously get some more of that action down the road, but coming through top frag for the lobby was Bolu with 24, Band with 23. Marshy, sucking his thumb in the corner, comes through, baits the Goliath. And that might be the play of the day for me.
Oh, big facts, big facts, big facts. Taking a look at what we got on board for the remainder of the night. I was hoping that we might be able to get this Mayhem and Explicit matchup on board. I'm trying to see if Echo had it played for... Yes, we do. We do have this next matchup. So, hell of a night. Guys, if you're asking why I have Rehan muted, because you already know why, all right? Tell him to have a little bit of respect when he's in the VC. You know, you drop certain words.
Family-friendly event.
There we go. I want to see the rage. I want to hear the comms. I want to hear the Devious comms. I want the full experience. But I can't have the full experience, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to pick one or the other. Do you want to hear Rihan? If you do, you know what word he can't say, and obviously we heard it in the first game. Zolf dropped the ball there on the.
You want the full Rihan experience? You watch Rihan stream.
There we go. There you go. Exactly. I'm gonna give you everything that I can deliver and be okay with my sponsors on the backside. You know, watching this back. So we're gonna get geared up for this third and final series of the night. That is right. We're gonna have Mayhem and Explicit. Stage 5 preview, is that right? No, Explicit's in Stage 5, but they're in Group A. Mayhem in that blender group of Group B. That's the one for death. That's, man, only the strong will survive. We're going to have that matchup up next, but while we get that, in the mix, we're going to take a short admission. I'm going to go grab a drink, and we'll be right back. Good evening, everybody. We are back live for the Mayhem and Explicit. Let the battle begin. This is two Stage 5 opponents about to battle it out here in the MESEEKS in a LATAM Invitational, or Invitational, if you haven't been keen on the grammar there. I know the police are out there. Ronan came by, as a matter of fact. He's like, hey, did you know that Invitational was misspelled on the graphics? Also, did you know your stream title was also misspelled? You're absolutely right, my guy. That is quite all right. And we've got a battle of two champions in their own right, as we're going to see this one start off with a hardpoint crossfire, followed by a Hackney Yard domination raid. Day, what are your thoughts, bro?
Well, it's kind of hard to argue with the lineup that we have here, especially with the way Explicit have been playing. So they obviously have, in my opinion, a much tougher opponent in NYSL Mayhem here, and that just is what it is. And we're going to be looking at a couple different interesting aspects of this match, and one of them is going to be that I think Solar is actually signed with Mayhem now, so he's playing against his current teammates, just not playing with them in this event. At least as far as I could last tell. Things could have changed since then, but it also could be, Explicit trying to play with their roster that they're going to Worlds with. So
yeah, that could very well be the case.
Yep, so that's a big part of it. We also have another really good matchup for Shorty as far as seeing where her sniper talent lines up. Obviously going against the likes of not only Little B, but Space and Tectonic as well. And we both know that those guys can whip out a sniper at any time and spake the pants off of most of their opponents. So we'll see.
Bro, I made a claim a few months back. You give Tectonic a fork, he'll find a way to kill 4 people. Bro is just cracked. Doesn't matter what he's got in his hands. Dude is just a beast. He's built differently. We'll see how differently him and the squad of Mayhem are built, as we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Game number 1, Hardpoint Crossfire, a huge map. Obviously, we're going to see P1, which is going to kind of be neutral territory. I would say it maybe favors this bottom side of the spawn, where we see the guys where Mayhem spawning at right now a little bit, but it's not going to be huge, as you have the jump up advantage too. So we'll see how it pans out, as we're going to go ahead and dive right in. And off the bat, Space actually going to be able to pull out, oh my goodness, Little B and Tectonic going to get on board. Kill feed's going to come through, and it's favoring Mayhem. Shorty going to find one before she's taken out, and P1 now going to be occupied by your NYSL Mayhem. Day, you're muted. I'm sorry. Oh, well, okay. Well, we might have something going on in the background. We'll just carry on business as usual. Love to see the diversity here with the SVD in the mix. Drag it off if you've, played Modern Warfare 2019 or any of the other matches. I know that Day and I had a discussion about this last night. It literally means, SVD in translation, literally means dragon off. Sniper rifle or something along those lines. I know that Day was a little more tactical on it. He knows the in and outs, but sure enough, we're going to see P1 come to a conclusion. Mayhem may have been able to pick up a few points off the bat, but sure enough, it was shortly answered back in favor of the guys over at Explicit, who now have control over P2 spawn. So a little bit of a struggle here going into this P2. It's going to have to come in on the backs of the guys over at Mayhem to come through with a retake, but the Predator missile is going to find one. Is that a kill or not? I'm not 100% sure. I had a little bit of a spectator glitch. That's quite all right. And about 15 seconds in, no harm done on the spawn site. And you're going to be looking for the contest. He's going to be shut down, and Explicit looking pretty damn good so far.
Yeah, Explicit coming away with a pretty big lead right now. Shorty's going to get taken down by Tectonic. Nero going to find Solo. Tectonic also finds Solar, but I just don't know if it's going to be enough for them to make it on into the point and get any time. So we're really going to be looking at your P3. And P4 are going to be opportunities where maybe Mayhem can turn things around a little bit, because they're sitting 70 points in the hole right now, and as you can tell, they are not really contesting the point. They just cleared the one player off so that Explicit wouldn't get any more points. Now that rotation is coming through. Space turns around, finds a face full of a veteran there, and the 70-point lead for Explicit looking solid right now.
It is looking solid. They got control over P3. The bottom side of this hill is, we're going to see the action come through the broken walls. literally not going to provide any kind of cover, as we saw Tectonic and Little B get taken down. The Predator missile was just absolutely on point, and now a little bit of early advantage going to be completely capitalized on. My goodness, Explicit are looking pretty damn good so far. I've said it, and I'll continue to say it. As a matter of fact, Veteran actually able to pick up a cluster strike along with it, as well as some OBJ time. And breaking that 100-point marker when your opponents haven't even reached the double digits, that's tough. We'll see if Mayhem can bounce back, though, as we see P3 come down to a close. P4 early rotations, only so many times you can make, we'll cut ties for P3 tries and set up for new before that new is just going to be your downfall. So we'll see how it pans out now. Is 120 and counting. This is just a bit out of hand early on. I don't know if Mayhem are going to be able to recover from that. If they do, I'll have to say it. They will be the biggest comeback team of all time. It is just ridiculous. 9 points on the board right now. Mayhem obviously finding a few kills there could open the floodgates for this P4 hold, as we're going to see 2 objective players. And Mayhem bouncing back. Could this be where they turn it all around? We'll have to find out.
Yeah, it is about 110 points to go for the side of Mayhem. While it is doable, my goodness, would it be nearly impossible. And, when you've got your opponents at only 22 points to go, you cannot afford to give up any trickle at the beginning or the end of a hard point. So, Mayhem have to play the rest of this game pretty much flawlessly, and they can easily win off a P5 with a good hold, and that's why you see them set up over there. 3 of the players just hard chilling, and Nero's gonna have a player rotate behind him. Lucifer got spawned way far out. Mayhem lose out on a couple players. One of them does spawn solid for P5 here, but if you look, Awaken has spawned way out in no man's land, and that can be a difficult one to overcome. Tectonic finds 2, but they get free respawn. Nero up top, looking for any sort of groove. Shorty, here's the player above her, was trying to get a sight around their tech. Comes through with another 2. Is this the break that Mayhem need?
Yeah, it's a break that they desperately need, but here's the situation of it. You only got 40 seconds off this point. You're only going to be able to put yourself in like a 30-point deficit, 40-point deficit, if I'm doing the math correctly. Verdict do math, absolutely. But look at Explicit. They've set themselves up properly here. They had a hell of a P1, a P2, full 60, and now B Shorty on the break might be able to close things out here. All that is needed is 12 seconds, and Mayhem will be trying to scramble in space, going to be able to find some shots as well as Awaken. They do themselves a little bit of justice, but, I mean, look at it. There's only 10 points needed. You're literally putting yourselves on a position of, sure, you might get a break here, but are you going to be able to hold your opponents off?
No way, right?
There's no dice, no mommies.
Well, the equalizer comes through for Nero, able to find 1, and somehow, I don't even know how to explain what just happened there, but Little B's in a Goliath. If he can get it in onto point, there's not enough time for them to win, but if they can get a full lockdown here, it would at least get them incredibly close. That Goliath is in, and now Mayhem, they've got a difficult one. They've got 9 seconds to go for Explicit, so they cannot allow Explicit to get in onto this point, and they also cannot afford Explicit getting set up for next. You gotta imagine if Mayhem would have won one of those earlier hills, maybe this game isn't as close and down to the wire as it is, but here we are. 20 seconds to go. Looks like Nero has traded places with the Goliath, and Mayhem are marching that Goliath over towards P2 now.
Yeah, it's going to be a long trek. As a matter of fact, Little B going to be halted right there on that cubby area. This corner building could be a bit of a cover. We're going to see Shorty actually get a shot there on it. Shorty going to be able to come down. The corner building is going to be compromised. The Goliath is down, but guess what? Tectonic's on the objective. 11 seconds for Mayhem to pull off one of the biggest comebacks in Crossfire history. Solo is going to be able to win that gunfight. 5 seconds remaining. 2 players on the objective. Lucifer going to be taken down, but guess what? Oh my God, they get the break. Solo, the desperation here. Explicit going to be able to find another Tectonic. Were they throwing to begin this matchup? Is that what happened? And now it's a battle for P2. The shots are going to come ready in, but guess what? Mayhem have done the impossible. They win. I have no words to put into that game. None. Did Mayhem throw at the beginning to see if they could overcome adversity? Is that what I'm thinking? Is that a possible scenario?
I have no idea, but Mayhem played the second half of that game so well that I don't even know what to say about it, because the reality here is Explicit made good rotations.
Yeah.
Explicit set themselves up for victory and just didn't win their gunfights. It didn't have their angles covered, and that allowed Mayhem to storm in and come through with the 150 to 140. Bro, the fact that Mayhem was even able to come back at a 120-point deficit or 117-point deficit or whatever they were at is absurd. I mean, what on earth Explicit happened?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm literally trying to find the words that I just can't put it in. Explicit obviously set themselves up P1, P2, P3. The only thing that I could see be a scenario is maybe Zem's putting Mayhem at a test. Maybe they want to test that, perseverance in the long game. Bro, I literally couldn't find the words to put into this matchup. Explicit should have theoretically closed that one out easy, right? There's supposed to be, you're going into a P5 setup where you already have spawns. You have a massive lead. Your opponent hasn't even hit those double-digit territory. Sure enough, Alrighty, we're going to get geared up for game number 2. Mayhem up 1-0.
Chat, you guys can complain all you want that we didn't get comms for that game. There was so much action going on that we just couldn't. There was so much going on, and we were just trying to pay attention to the game at that point and figure out how it was that Mayhem were making the comeback. We'll try to get you comms if this goes to a game 3, but my goodness, that was just such a wild game 1 there. And can we talk about the fact that Little B played objective?
Yeah, we can, absolutely.
Little B, of all people, had 1 minute and 1 second on the board? Bro, that's like saying Vague had 1 minute and 1 on the board. Are you kidding me?
No.
That's nuts.
That is nuts.
Look, Nero only had 106.
Oh, that's even more nuts. The fact that he was able to compete up there at the top. Nero, obviously your OBJ player. When Little B is putting up those kind of numbers, usually he's playing perimeter control. Usually he's, slaying out. He's forced to play objective. I don't think it's more so along the lines of, you've got a Goliath. You got to make every opportunity count, and sure enough, Little B even can play objective in the face of adversity. Now we're going to see a 1-0 not favoring Explicit, who had a 120-point advantage. Round number 1 going to start off in space. Just absolutely frying right now. He's going to continue that same energy as he picks up first blood. Veteran's going to drop early, make that 2. Lucifer, player who we saw pick up the ace early on against the guys over at Storm F4. This isn't Storm F4. This is your NYSL Mayhem squad, and they are looking pretty damn good after that comeback. Shorty gonna be the last player alive. She finds 1. Can't make this second. Shots count. 1 round in favor of the guys over Mayhem. Textbook perfect situation. Get the bomb plant down. You hold the fort down. Well executed. Now it's up to Explicit. We've seen the abilities. The impossible become the possible here already tonight in the hardpoint on a crossfire map of all maps. It's probably one that was premeditated, but sure enough, we'll just give it to Explicit on the backs of just being too OP at the rip, and now what's starting off to be a great hard point turned into a devastating one for Explicit. Now it's seeping over here into this second game of Search or Destroy. It's 2 rounds flawless here for the guys over at Mayhem.
Defend the objective. They have the bomb.
Hey, Day, you're muted, by the way. All right, Day may not be with us at the moment. That's quite all right. He's with us in spirit, and I'm sure he is if he's watching, he's definitely seeing that same energy rolling from the hard point. The ending was just epic. A battle for that P2, and obviously the guys over at Mayhem able to pick up one of the most ridiculous comebacks I've ever been able to spectate in my life. And I've seen some pretty epic comebacks, right? EU are no strangers to those comeback scenarios. Lucifer not on board yet with a kill, but guess what? His teammates have his back, and a little bit of griefing early on here for Mayhem. Now the tides have turned. Tectonic going to be left in a 1v3. Bombs down. It's kind of in an awkward position. Bottom side of green. That P4 rotation area. And 2 players are going to be hovering on top of it, so I've seen 1v3s come through. Hell, I've seen 1v4s on this map on the attacking side. Marshy being one of those players to make those happen, but Tectonic, you're our regional MVP from last year, right? He's got this under control. We'll see if he can pull it off. The 1v3 Solar going to spot him right here. Future teammates, I don't know what the scenario is, but a little bit of a, trade back and forth. Solar going to respect the push. Falls back as well as Tectonic, but 30 seconds on the clock. Bomb's still not in hand. I'm looking at Tectonic. He's got to make a move here quick.
Yeah, it would be a intense 1v3 comeback, and what I was trying to say earlier when I was having some Discord issues is if there was any game that you were going to ride the momentum of a search and destroy, a prior game win into the search and destroy, that hardpoint has to be it. You know NYSL's blood is absolutely pumping, and I gotta say, if you're Explicit, you're probably not too happy with yourselves about losing that one in the first place. So you definitely have to think that this is a good test of the mental game for Explicit as we move forward, being able to come back after such a devastating loss. They're shorty. Is going to find first blood onto the hand. Awaken picking up Veteran as well, and there's a lot of action on this A-bomb.
There is a lot of action as well as I'm taking a look at a 2v3 scenario. Mayhem yet again with the advantage. Nero's got the bomb, is looking to make a play. One player to deal with, that's Solar. Solar finds what? He must be dealt with now. But again, Awaken being able to hold the flank. We saw him backside towards the, tire shop area. Able to find a one shorty roaming free, and now Solar going to have to make the rotation over as the bomb goes down. He's got about 45 seconds to make a play here. Could be possible. I mean, we were talking about the scenarios that could have gone through for the hard point. Obviously, we threw out the scenario of which maybe Mayhem threw on purpose so they can overcome the tremendous lead or tremendous deficit that they found himself in. Well, I mean, that's a learning process for Mayhem, but it's also, as Dave just mentioned, a little bit of practice for when you're down and out in a series where you literally had the game in a bag. That mental fortitude, what is it going to do to pay off towards the end? Oh my God, Little B with the shots.
And first blood does come through for the side of NYSL Mayhem. They've made their push on into the A-bomb. Does look like we're going to get a free plant for Nero here. Awaken, going to pick up one onto Solo. Now it's a 5 versus 3 Mayhem. They've got the bomb plant down, so that's going to put time in their favor. 40 seconds and counting, and with Little B finding Veteran, I just don't know if Lucifer and Beef Shorty have what it takes, and Little B cracked AF, comes through with a kill onto Beef Shorty as well. Lucifer finds 2, but walks right into the hands of Tectonic, who's going to secure the 4th win for the side of NYSL Mayhem.
We're going to see the sides flip and a little bit of the defense strategies coming through. Explicit obviously shooting themselves in the foot after that first game. I would literally be kicking my own butt after that, tremendous lead that you took on the backs of a hell of a P1, P2, and P3, and, victory just coming a little shy. Solar now in a 1v1 as he's find a few shots. I know you love to see the MW11 effect, but at that range, it's not going to be a factor. Tectonic able to win that one. Now we are on match point. Can Explicit do the impossible here? Can we see the reverse on this search or destroy? The momentum is very highly in favor of the guys who are Mayhem, but we'll have to see what Explicit have up their sleeve.
Get down, sniper!
Ooh, Solar with a nice shot onto Tech there is going to give a big opportunity over to Explicit. Solo finds Little B. Lucifer finds Space and Awaken, and what a fat... Bro, we're 18 seconds into that round, and it's over.
Like I said, man, they needed an answer, they needed a response, and it had to come in that round. Because you can't buy another round if you lose. So match point still for Mayhem. We asked if Explicit had any gas left in the tank, and boy, did they have it all that round. Can they continue that momentum? They need to be flawless here. It's 4 rounds they need to win in a row. Be sure you're going to be dropping, but the trades are going to come through. Lucifer going to be able to pick up 1 solo. Going to pick up 1 as well. Make it 2. Little B on the response. Awaken. Get beamed. Now, Little B in a 1v3. Going to be caught up here in the top green area. Bombs all the way over at A. I'm sure he's got the information he needs, but if that bomb plant doesn't give him the info he needs, I'm sure we'll have, all sorts of problems after that. But nonetheless, 35 seconds on the clock. I know the push has got to come. It's going to come right now, as I do see him making the first entry in. He's got to find at least one of these frags before he makes the initial attempt. Veteran going to spot him. Gets the wall bangs to the land, and, we asked it. Can Explicit pull off the impossible, the reverse? The Jedi mind tricks with these teams, right? Hardpoint just devastating. A 128-7 or 9-point lead. Explicit lose. GG's. Now, the 1v5. Can they make...
Just see if Explicit can make... Here is 3 versus 5. And an early pick coming through for solo, picking up Little B, who's been an absolute menace with the sniper in his hands.
Bombs planted, 3 players left to work with. Veteran looking for another one of these players to catch off guard. Nero actually going to find one off guard himself. That's going to be 5 for the man who picked up 1:09 on the objective last game. Needed all of that time. Veteran going to find him. Making the rotation down, bottom green. Awaken, the last player alive. Awaken, going to be taken down. We are in a intense search and destroy. And I got to say, the mic, man, I don't know what's going on with it, bro. Discord just be bugging the hell out right now. It's like I catch you on the back end. Everything just speeds up. At the very beginning, I'm listening. I'm like, what in the world is that? I don't know what Discord is doing. Maybe I need to restart mine, but I don't know. We're going to restart my Discord to see if it works. Sure enough, Mayhem. Alright, he's going to restart his too, so give us a moment to get the comms in. Sure enough, this match might be over with before it even starts here, as we do see 4 players left alive here for this NYSL Mayhem squad. They have done the impossible on the hardpoint, looking to prevent the impossible from happening here, as they have a 4-round advantage. I've restarted. Let's hear those mics, Day.
Well, I restarted too, so
perfect.
Hopefully hopefully it'll stay. If not, we might have to try something different. Not entirely sure. Discord be weird, but
in-game comms
right now, yeah, in-game comms. That won't disturb the players at all, right?
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not.
We do have Space and Awaken up against Veteran right now. A 2 versus 1, and Mayhem have bomb down. This is not going to be an easy rotation for Veteran to make, and it's one that he has to succeed in if he wants to get his team that round 11 opportunity here.
Yep, we all know the saying, tough times make tough people make tough times easy. Easy times make easy people make times tough, and a little bit of a tough times there for Veteran. He'll learn from that one, as Mayhem going to be able to rack it up there. 6-4 victory. They win the hard point on the backs of a unholy comeback. My God, I was 100% on board to see that come through, and I was still shocked when I saw it. Mayhem closed the series out in 2. Well, on the back to a 6-4 search and destroy win, and a 150, a Hail Mary of a hard point win. 150-148, guys. You saw it here. This is the MESEEKS NA and LATAM Invitational Showdown. And guys, do we have a showdown ahead of us for the next 3 days? We'll actually make that Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. 3 more days left. As Explicit going to be buying away or fighting it out in the Gulag series. As they're going to get a second opportunity. Mayhem, have no fear. They're going to be moving on crisply in the second round of the winners bracket.
Yeah, and if this winners bracket continues, Verdict, we might get a chance to see No Ping No Party versus No Ping No Problem.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Those are the days I live for. That is
Heck
right.
yeah.
Yes. Now, I got to say, man, maybe I should have restarted my Discord earlier because you sound so much better. You look better, too, man. I mean, I don't know if you could look too much better. You know, Dynamite tonight day. I love it.
Bro, if I looked any better, I'd be you.
Hey, if I looked any better.
Ah, got him.
No ping, no problem, right?
Definitely had a good one. Is that it for us tonight, or we got one more?
That is it for the night. We had a. I know it, man. I was trying to ride the wave.
I was ready for another one. I'm
hey,
like,
look. I started the night out. Look, I'm right there with you.
I was like waiting on Echo. I'm like, Echo, where's our next match? What the hell, bro?
You know what? I gotta blame Mayhem. They were the last one to be on stream. They were the team that hyped this up the most, even though I know the crowd loved the Devious comms. You know, you wanted to see the Devious series. You saw the upset of the first game in Tribe. But, you know, Tribe wins in a long run. So, Tech coming through with the subs, man. I appreciate it, bro. Lurker, get a lucky sub as well. So, the GOAT Tonic coming through, absolutely OP. Good luck to you guys moving forward. And I know there's 11 days left for the Stage 5 Showdown, man. That is going to be a blast. I can't wait. But nonetheless, that is it. As they just mentioned, we were looking for more, obviously, Mayhem.
Bro,
They have that effect.
It's 9:30 and we're done.
We're done. It was only 3 series for the night. No, it's not. Usually when we do these things, we're here until about 11, 12 o'clock easy.
Shit, we were here for MESEEKS Sunday Showdown until 11:50 or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess we did start an hour earlier too, though.
We did start an hour earlier, but you know it's still short-lived. 2.5 hours in, I'm Mayhem's got me wanting more. Tectonic obviously wants more. He's gifting. Man, Santa's coming early here for Trovo chat. You guys are getting hella subs. Tech, you're the GOAT for a reason, bro. I love you. We'll see you in Vanguard, maybe. I don't know. Whoa. That's not Tectonic. That's not Simtech. That's Tectonic. I'm sorry. That's not.
Yeah, that's
not
NYSL
Simtech. Yeah, that's NYSL Tech. What am I thinking, Verda? Come on. Seriously, we'll see you in Vanguard maybe a little later. Hopefully, I don't know. At any rate, we're gonna get geared up for a raid. That's gonna conclude the stream for the night. Be sure to tune in tomorrow as we're gonna have another, or not tomorrow. Actually, we're gonna have Trovo. So not Trovo, but Mayhem All Stars actually. So that's gonna be you and I if we have it, right?
I don't know. I wait for you to tell me what I'm working or what I'm not. So.
Wait. Big Balls Verdict? That's definitely not the case, man. Anytime I need a co-cast, the first person I reach out to is Day. And guess what? I always need a co-cast. So, yeah. Thank you, Echo. We appreciate you for clogging up our schedule. Love it. GG's, we're going to get geared up for a raid. Much love to every one of you. Stay devious out there in chat. Stay devious out in life. Day. No ping, no problem, right?
No ping, no problem. Indeed.
GG's, guys.